Hey, everybody. We are at the bottom of our hour. And I was just thinking about when you have, like, you get news that rocks you, or you're facing some kind of life-changing event, some kind of unexpected challenge that pops in, and thinking about what the first thing you need is in that moment. And I had been playing with the idea of thinking about, like, how do we talk to ourselves there? It's like, okay, I need to do this. I got to do that. I should do this. Yet I think that the first thing is pausing, like literally trying to press pause, take a breath and ask yourself what you need in that moment. Is it support? Is it like shaking things off? Is it yelling, screaming, like crying, laughing, whatever it is? Like, what do you need in that moment? I think as women, as moms, as we're so much of the caregivers and nurturers and holding space so tightly for other people that oftentimes we forget about taking care of ourselves. And by simply like imagining like a big giant pause button and pressing pause and like holding on strong to your heart and taking a breath, and like, even if it's 30 seconds, even if it's like saying to somebody, excuse me, I need to use the restroom, I'll be right back, so that you can totally lose your crap, like for a second, to be able to give yourself that space of, okay, what do I need right now so that I can be present to take care of the poop storm that just came at us. And that way, at least you can close your mouth and don't get the poop in your mouth, because that would be gross. So I'm curious. I might be making this up. I'm going to imagine that everybody has had some kind of unexpected challenge that's popped up in their life at some point, like something that like kind of stops you in your tracks where you're like, oh, okay, that wasn't planned. Whoa. When those kind of things happen, what is the first thing that you think of? What do you need in that moment? What helps you? What supports you? Or is it getting support? Is it leaning on a friend, leaning on somebody, knowing you've got a hand on your back to help you through it? Back, I saw you pop off mute.
You said the word tight. Tight. We hold tight to holding space, for people, and like holding on tight or something. And the first thing that I was thinking before you even said the word tight was, yes, breath, and yes, all of these different things to bring you to the present is what I was thinking, and thinking about relaxing in my body. Like, when I take the breath, what actually happens is that I'm calming my nervous system. I'm releasing and relaxing my muscles in my body to just kind of like breathe down it. So that's what I was thinking about is, whether it's breath, whether it's putting your feet on the ground, like whatever it is. But what I receive in doing that is I release clenching. I release the emotion that I'm like holding on to, or that I feel in those moments, and it gets me to ground so that I can make a choice, from there. So that was like the clenching, but like also being able to let it move through us, that the energy of, positive or negative or thoughts that we're having, and letting those emotions run through us is where I was thinking about when the things come up in life, and we have, to make a choice on how we move through them or hold on to them.
Absolutely. I don't know if you've seen the movie Encanto, but there's a scene in there where the older sister is the one that's the strong one, is always holding things together. And there's a really powerful song in that that's like talking about the pressure and the surface. And it's like, you have to imagine, like, or even if like you hold a plank or something, it's that shake of like trying to hold everything together, and the gift of being able to put it down for a moment so that you can pause and reset and pick it up, or pick up part of it and not all of it at that moment. But since we're at the top of the new hour, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.